Oh, we're live. All right, cool. So, wanted to jump on, make this quick little video while I'm heading out here to bowling, just to say, thank you to everybody that's been viewing the videos, to everybody that's been sending over the messages, letting me know that they now got their license and they're out there on the road. I really be paying attention to all of those different messages, making sure that I'm reading them, writing back to those folks. So just wanted to personally make a message out there for everybody on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching the videos. This is definitely all new stuff for me, doing this driver's ed stuff, sitting in this car all day, right? Then having to go and freaking edit up the videos and just having to keep on refining and figuring out how I can get better and better at what it is that I'm doing. So it's real encouraging to see that it's still helping folks, still reaching the folks. I still got a long way to go, and just wanted to get more into making these long form videos, learning how to do the thumbnails and making sure you're tagging them right. Didn't really know how important that stuff was. Now I understand it's really important. Got to make sure I'm doing that and just stand on top of everything. So moving forward, I'll be just making more of these longer type of videos, just recording myself more, right? Just so y'all can understand a little bit more about who's behind the wheel working with these folks. I started working with my mom, who started the driver's ed company back in 2018. I believe I started teaching back in 2019, just before the pandemic. Started off really working with teenagers inside of the school environment before I later found a bigger need with the adults who never had that driver's ed lesson or had lessons behind the wheel. So I kind of found my niche within that area. Plus it made it a whole lot better when we were looking at the recording, right? Although the videos with the teenagers do a lot better, I get a lot more callbacks from parents about what took place, and they're getting bullied in school. So I just wanted to kind of get away from those type of things and just really try to fine tune how I'm controlling my tone within the vehicle, how I'm relating to people, how I'm staying stern, right? Because driving isn't a joke. Got to make sure I'm teaching the students everything that they need to know, making them feel comfortable, not doing no yelling or anything like that. But this has truly been a journey, and it's from folks like yourself, yes, you, from watching these videos and liking them, sharing them, sending them to friends and family who's learning how to drive. And it just really come down to getting out of my comfort level, not really wanting to be the person in front of the screen, hi everybody, all that stuff, and really being the guy behind the coaching and just the voice behind Mr. Already. But it's turned out to be an incredible platform. I've met some incredible folks, helped a lot of adults out here overcome their fears of being out here behind the wheel, getting out on the freeway, learning how to park, especially the parallel parking, right? I think I've gotten good enough to be able to help people even virtually with parallel parking. So I gotta probably put that together too. That'd be dope. And even moving into the different venues like gaming and working in the Grand Theft Auto 5. I do see you all comments about that. It is very positive, and it feels good that people like that different side of things. I was real hesitant about doing it at first because I'm not a real gamer type of person. I don't really have the patience to sit in front of that TV and play around with it, but it does allow me to express a little bit more of myself, have a little bit more fun with the different scenarios that do take place out here behind the wheel. But it still serves as a great way to connect with folks who that medium would be beneficial for them. My platform covers a lot of different age groups, demographics, people all over the world. So I just want to make sure that I'm doing a better job with connecting with them and learning myself more, learning how to speak more clearly, articulate what it is that I'm saying to them, because I already know that in most cases they're going to confuse their left with their right. They're going to mess up with their signals and look down at their hands when they're turning. So I'm just trying to help them to prepare for when they're going off with someone else, while still keeping them comfortable behind the wheel. Now, when my mom started this, I gotta say, I had to tell her, like, you know, this probably really not for me. I don't really like driving myself. I don't really like teaching people. It's really not a good fit. But after I got to going through the schooling, even the schooling for this, it was horrible, right? I really didn't enjoy it at all. I kind of felt that it was a closed off community, and some of the different ideas I was presenting to them, even as far as filming what was going on inside of the vehicles, just as a way for me not to have to keep repeating what it is that I'm saying to that student driver or anyone else for that matter. So I was, even at that point, sharing my ideas and thoughts about what it is I wanted to do, how I wanted to be able to, even with driving this Tesla, it was always my dream of being able to teach student drivers inside of a Tesla, right? Especially with the autonomous feature in this, that's really been a game changer. So just seeing how manifesting what it is that you want to do in your life and putting forth the work behind it, regardless of what anybody might feel or say about your idea, you just have to keep finding different ways to get to it. I realized early on that the path of least resistance would be with working with adults only, right? Not only were they more scared than teenagers were, they were also a community that I felt was left out, especially during that pandemic time. Young adults, people going to college, they never really had that chance to get out there and learn one-on-one with an instructor and be able to see that visually when they go back, what they did wrong, how they can improve on it. So this has truly been something different for me, but seeing the results that it has had on people locally, around America, around the world, and even when I'm working with and speaking with different driver ed instructors, right, in Florida, Las Vegas, Atlanta, Texas, all of these different spaces, and I'm just seeing how they work in these situations and how they are working with their students in different ways that we can improve even in that space. So I just look to continue to utilize the technology that's coming ahead to do more storytelling in various fields. Don't know how much longer I'll be creating driver's ed videos. I've created over 6,000 videos, right? And probably got another 10,000 I haven't posted, and that's if I never even drove again. So I got tons of videos. Now it's just about organizing things. I think right now when I'm making this video, I'm at about 41,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I just want to just focus more on creating more long form content, expressing myself more, just telling my story more as a young black driving instructor growing up here in Detroit, and some of the different things that I have to overcome that others might battle in the future with starting their own business and working with family and branching off from that and being able to share your ideas with others without feeling like you are outshining them or stepping on anybody's toes. In some cases, you have to really be and do what you feel is best for you. That's what I've always had to do. I've always had to keep the main objective in mind, and that's creating a legacy for my children and creating something that they'll be able to look back at. These thousands and thousands and thousands of videos, you know, of what I'm doing and just my voice and my presence, all of those things I look at as another asset that I leave to my children as ways that they can go back and figure out who their father was and what I was about and all of those cool things. So that's why I always encourage people, right? Record the content, figure out something that you could be saying out here and sharing, because even from that perspective, the generations after us will be able to see how we were, what was some of our different battles, what were we going through. And you never know who life you could change with this, right? Never would have imagined I'd be working with mom doing driver's ed. but I had to put my own little twist in it, my own feel, and that's where Mr. Already came from, right? And just continuing to evolve and figure out different ways to tell the story and just be better, right? So that was a lot. That was a lot. I'm trying this. This is like my first video that I'm doing like this. I don't even know how I'm gonna sound on this, so let me know in the comments how I sound. I'm gonna just take it raw. I'm always telling people record the content, and I'm only recording one style, so I gotta switch it up a bit. Get out there a little bit more, right? Already get the comments. I done already faced all the criticism. People gonna say what they want to say anyway. Just make sure that they leave it in the comments so you can get the engagement points. That's another way that you can feed your family. So hopefully this video helps y'all out, right? Keep on going, keep on going. And again, my son told me to start these different things, right? My TikTok channel, which turned into my YouTube channel. My son started these different channels, and man, I'm just grateful for the different things that I've been able to experience from just trying, learning, right? It's definitely haven't been easy, but we're going, and I might as well just keep on going all the way until I grab Sunny. This should be interesting, and I gotta post this, man. Sometimes these videos be so large, man, I gotta delete a whole bunch of stuff even to pull this up. So I probably gotta cut this video, make it a little shorter so that it all will fit. Let me get up here. See what it do, what it do, what it do.